It's very simple to become a successful trader. And if you don't believe me, listen to this 40-second clip from Christian Kulamagi, who I think his account now is worth 300 million, maybe half a billion. Let's listen.
You need to accept it. Nothing new. It's just the same thing all over again. Just the game is the same, just the tickers are different and the players are different. If you learn the game, you're set for life. Your children will be set for life, your grandchildren will be set for life, and depends.
And this is the most important part right here.
Retarded you are, maybe even more generations will be set for life. It's all about you. If you learn the game, you'll realize just the same.
The more simple you become, the more generations will be set up for life. I love this Swedish man. I mean, what an amazing quote. But okay, I want to read the idea behind this simplification is you have to make things as simple as possible. So I have two poems I want to read. I've got this book here of 150 most famous poems, and I just happened to find a brand new one today. I just opened one. The one I'm going to start with is super famous. You may have heard it. Next one is, I think, maybe even better. I think probably even better to this idea of just simplifying and being. You don't want to think for thinking's sake. You want to act. You want to focus on acting. And Kulamagi, he says you don't have to be smart. He says 99% of people aren't smart. They don't know that they're not smart. Kulamagi says, I know I'm not smart. And that's why I keep it simple. He doesn't do options. He does swing trading. Because it's simpler. It's easier. Options are so complex. Kulamagi says he doesn't know how people are still day trading after, like, he figured it out after 2 years to switch to swing trading, and that's what I've done now. It took me a lot longer. I was really addicted to that gambling stimulation of day trading. I'm still struggling to break that addiction. To be honest, I'm like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. I work all day, I focus on acting, but then I sit down and I'm like, oh, what if I bought some calls? What if I bought some calls? What, just 5 calls, just $50 worth of calls. And they double to 100, and then I do it again and it doubles to 200. And that's what I did yesterday, but it's like, I know how this game ends. I can't do this game. I'm trying to rationalize, whoa, if I just hit a few asymmetric bets in a row and just stop, but the odds of hitting these asymmetric bets in a row, there's a reason I'm using such a small amount. Pull that 150 out, put another $60 out, use $60 to do the same shit, but probably gonna lose that and then I'll just be done because I'm gonna have slip-ups. Even Kulamagi talks about how he's an overtrader. I'm gonna give a little back. One more Kulamagi concept. He could be up 500% a year. This isn't actually his concept, but this is just something I heard from him. He read it in a trading book. Most of the time, you're gonna be in drawdown. Even the best traders, he was up 500% on the year. He was spending most of the year in drawdown. You're not gonna be at peak equity most of the time. You're gonna be in drawdown. So it's okay. It's normal. Get used to it. It's fine. Stop trying to fight not being in peak equity. Even being up a ton, you're not going to be in peak equity most of the time. So what are these poems? If by Rudyard Kipling, and then Voices of the Night, a psalm by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. So If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, this is the most important part. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you give your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and loss, and lose, and start at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. That's what it's all about, being a man, my son. But it's all about acting. It's all about if you can do, despite all these things, if you can just persevere and move on, you'll be a man, my son. Let it be said. Let it be said. Voices of the Night, a Psalm of Life, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not the goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment and not sorrow. Remember the last poem? If you can meet with triumph and disaster and meet those two impostors just the same, similar theme here. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined ender way, but to act that each tomorrow find us further than today. That's the most important part of this poem to me. Not focus on triumph, disaster, enjoyment, sorrow. That's not our destiny. But to act that each tomorrow find us further than today. That's what gets us further along in life. Acting, not thinking. Not, oh, I'm so sad. Or, oh, I'm so happy. Life. No. Those things will pass. This too shall pass. That's just temporary. The only thing is acting. And guess what? This is what I wrote in my journal. I said, this isn't from any poem. This is just something I thought of. Because if action is your aim, then simple is your gain. Cool Maggie talked about how important simple is, because he's dumb. And I have to accept I'm dumb. I'm not dumb, I'm smart, I'm like 90th percentile in math, or 95th percentile in math, and I'm an engineer and all that. Doesn't matter, I'm dumb. Okay, I'm not truly smart. I'm not Einstein, I'm not Oppenheimer, I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't even think he's truly smart. I think he just memorizes a bunch of stuff. What did he invent? Isaac Newton, Leonardo da Vinci, those guys are smart. I mean, he's smart. He memorized a bunch of stuff. But and that's why I was good at math. I don't think I'm actually smart. I think I'm dumb and I need stuff to be simple as hell. So if action is your aim, then simple is your game. I can't memorize complex stuff. I can't change my plan all the time. It's got to be simple as hell. So let me finish this poem and end this video. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that each tomorrow find us further than today. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled dreams are beating. Funeral marches to the grave, In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb driven cattle. Be a hero in the strife. Trust no future, however pleasant. Let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present. Heart within and God overhead. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime. In departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Great men act. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing over life's solemn main, a forlorn and shipwrecked brother, seeing, shall take heart again. Let us, then, be up and doing, with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing. Learn to labor and to wait. Maybe that's the most important part, to learn to labor and to wait. It's all about acting, guys. It's all about acting. All about doing, okay? I woke up, okay, I had a dream last night about just my last 3 hours of sleep. I was thinking about these things, and the first thoughts that occurred to me when I woke up were about this. And man, it's never been clearer to me that it just has to be simple. We have to be focused on just acting. Not dreams, not the good, not the bad, just acting. It has to be that way. It is so, it cannot be any other way. Let it be said. It is so, it cannot be any other way. Don't cry over spilled milk, and cross your bridges when you come to them. That is the goal. Act and learn to wait. Like it says at the end of that poem, learn to wait. Okay. I think that's all I want to say in this video. So, appreciate it very much. Maybe I'll make a Patreon where we can talk, have like some support group type thing. That would be cool. But if you want to talk, something like that, let me know, and I can set something like that up. My email's in the description, so feel free to email me. I deleted my Discord. I just hid a bunch of old videos because those aren't what I'm about anymore. I'm not pursuing that. I don't want that to be out there about me. I want to focus on simple growth. Since I started pursuing simple, not doing dumb stuff, my account's grown 50%. And Cool Maggie said the most important thing to preserving account growth is not doing dumb stuff, not giving it back, not taking paper cuts. So that's my goal. I'm gonna not do dumb stuff. Keep it simple. Just follow my plan. Don't do anything when there's nothing to do. That's what my goal is. Thank you for watching. Peace.